Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and doing well. Today, in this English online class, we are going to learn a new topic. But before that, okay, and you might have learned that topic in your previous classes. So let me check. What have you learned? Okay, so what I've done, I have written few words, okay, on the board. So what you have to tell me the opposites of these words. And I'm sure you all know the opposites of the written words. Okay. So the first word is up. Okay. So my dear student, I'm going to give turn to. Okay, Kritagya. I have unmuted you. Kritagya. Okay, I have unmuted you. Speak up. Your voice is not audible to me. Okay, so I'm going to give turn to Natansh. Natansh, I have unmuted you.
Ma'am, down.
Yes. The opposite of up is down. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now the opposite of oat. Okay, so I'm going to give turn to, yes, Manya. Manya, I have unmuted you. Hurry up,
Even.
Manya. Yes, opposite of
Even.
oat.
Even.
Very good. Excellent. So opposite of odd is even. Okay. Next, opposite of always. So I'm going to give turn to. Okay, I'm going to give turn to Bhavya. Bhavya, I have unmuted you. Please hurry up. Give me the answer.
Ma'am, what is the question?
So opposite of always.
Okay.
Hurry up. Okay, Bhavya, I'm going to give turn to Kinjal. Kinjal, I have unmuted you.
Ma'am, I want. Ma'am, किसका बताना है?
Okay, always. Opposite of always.
Ma'am, never.
Very good. Excellent. Shabash. Never. Okay. Now, opposite of hot. It's very simple. Very simple. Opposite of hot. Shivain, I have just unmuted you. Give me the answer, please.
Ma'am, what is the question?
Question is, you have to tell me the opposite of hot.
Cold.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Now, last, tell me the opposite of hard.
Ma'am, soft.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So, okay. So, my dear student, opposite of up is down, odd. Opposite of odd is even. Opposite of always is never. Opposite of hot is cold. And opposite of hard is soft. So, my dear students, you know what? These words are opposites. Yes, you all know them very well. Do you know these words are also called antonyms? So, our topic of the day is antonyms. Okay? So, don't pronounce this word as antonyms. It's antonyms. Is it clear? Okay? So, my dear students, so what are antonyms? So, antonyms are the words which are having opposite, which are having opposite meaning. Okay? So, another definition of antonyms is, yes, look at the board. The words which mean the opposite of one another. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so I want to tell you one thing, that the opposites can be made by using prefixes. Okay, so first you need to know what are prefixes. So my dear students, you know what? Prefixes are a set of letter or letters which are put at the beginning of the word to make another word. Okay, now look at the board. So these words, I are in, you and an, I am in, and dis test. So these all are prefixes. Now what I'm going to do? So I'm going to write one word, okay? And with the help of these prefixes, we'll make new words, okay? So first is it. So if I add the word responsible, 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 the word becomes, yes, irresponsible. Okay, IRRESSIBLE, irresponsible, and the meaning becomes totally changed. The meaning becomes changed. Okay, so next we have word prefix, set of letter prefix u and an. Okay, if I write the word able, the word becomes unable. Okay, so the next prefix, set of letter, that is I am in. So I'm going to add the word possible. Now the word, if I add these two words, okay, so the word becomes impossible. Impossible. Okay, so next word is I am in. So we have set of letter I and in. Now if I add the word visible, 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 and if I add these two words together, the word becomes invisible, something that cannot be seen. So the meaning becomes totally changed. Invisible. I hope it is clear to you. Now we have last, that is this. If I add word like, okay, this, like, so the word becomes dislike. Okay, so the meaning, dislike. So in this way, the antonyms can be framed or can be made by using prefixes also. I hope this topic, antonyms, is very much clear to you. So what are antonyms? So I'm going to give turn to, yes, Divya. Divya, what are antonyms? Divya, I have unmuted you. Divya, I have unmuted you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
So what are antonyms?
Ma'am, what are?
Antonyms. Hurry up. So antonyms are the words which are having opposite meaning. Okay. So Divya, please listen to me very carefully while you are attending the class. Okay. So I'm going to ask you some antonyms. Okay. So first is useful. It is very simple. So I'm going to give turn to Harman. Harman, I have just unmuted you. Please give me the answer. What is the antonyms of useful?
Useful.
Hurry up. Try. Hurry up. It's very
Unuseful.
Very good. Excellent. Star. Okay. Now I'm going to mute you. Okay. So next, I'm going to, okay. So, major. So what is the antonyms of major? Major, something which is big. Okay. Major. So anyone. Okay. So I'm going to give turn to Mehak. Mehak, what is the antonyms of? Mehak, I have unmuted you.
Good morning.
Very good morning, Mehak. I have unmuted you. Yes. Yes, Mehak. I have unmuted you.
Ma'am, minor.
Yes. So the antonyms of major is minor. So I hope it is clear to you. So my dear student, what you have to do now, you have to do practice. You have to do exercise with D, E, F, G, H. Okay. At pages number 169, 170 and 171. I hope it is clear to you. So my dear students, next
Yes, ma'am.
we are going to discuss another topic. Today we'll do two topics. So the second topic which we are going to do, okay. But before I start that topic, okay, what I've done, I have written two sentences on the board. Please.
Hold the press ko.
Okay, so what I've done, I have written two sentences on the board. First, we'll discuss these two sentences, okay? And I'll ask few questions. So, be active, okay? So, first is, I go to the school to study. I go to school to study, okay? So, next is, he goes to the school to study. So, my dear students, so what? Okay, so first of all, you have to find out the verbs in these two sentences. So, I'm going to give turn to, okay, Raghav. Raghav, please find out. Raghav, I have unmuted you. Please find out verbs in these two sentences. Hurry up. Raghav, do you hear me? Raghav, I have unmuted you. Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, find out verbs.
Please.
Yes.
Go.
In the first sentence, yes, we
Ma'am,
have
go.
verb go. In the second sentence, we have verb. Hurry up. Find out the verb in the second sentence. Goes. Very good.
Goes.
Very good. Goes. Okay. Excellent. Your answer is correct. Okay. So, my dear student, now look at the board. Okay. So, this verb go is now the verb go is being changed in these two sentences. How it's being changed? Okay. First of all, you need to know that these two sentences are in simple present tense, and in simple present tense we use first form of the verb. Okay, so in the first sentence, when we have, look at this, so we have used first form, that is go. Okay, so it is so when we have first person, okay, so we have I, we, you, they. Okay, we always use only first form of the verb. Okay, look at the second sentence. So what we have done, we have used goes. This verb we have added s or es with the first form because third person singular is there. Okay, so it means this verb go is being changed according to the person. It's being changed according to the person in these two sentences. Okay, so one more verb is there in these two sentences. Okay, now I'm going to give turn to Shantanu. Shantanu, one more verb is there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Very good morning, dear. How are you?
I am fine.
Okay.
Ma'am, school.
No. Find out the verb. Be careful. Verb. You know what? The verb is an action word. Okay. So try to find out the verb. Hurry up. Hurry up. So, hurry up. Bolo. Speak up.
I'm study.
Very good. Excellent. Very good, bache. Keep it up. Okay. So, study is, yes, it is also verb in these two sentences. But, have you noticed one thing? This verb study is not being changed according to the number and the person of the subject. Oh, yes. Look, it's being remaining same. I go, but I study. He goes, but it's not he studies. Okay. So, my dear student, the go and goes. So verb which is being changed according to the person, according to the number of the subject, that is called, do you know what is it? It is called, yes, it is called finite verb. Okay. So we have two type of verb, that is finite verb. Okay. Okay, which is limited by its number and the person of the subject. Okay. And another verb that we have is studying. Now this type of verb which does not change its form. Okay. So my dear students, that is called non-finite verb. Okay. So we have two type of verbs, finite verbs and non-finite verb. Finite verb which is limited by its number and its person by its subject. Okay. On the other hand, the verb which does not change its form. Okay. So that is called non-finite. Now look at these examples. Okay. Now the first example. So we will discuss non-finite verb. So non-finite verb is in your syllabus. So we'll discuss non-finite verb. Okay, this. So before that, okay, I'm going to read few sentences which I've written on the board. I want to play. I want to play games. Second is, did you forget to bring your notebook? And the third one, it is harmful to waste exposed food. Fourth one, the doctor advised me to take rest. Okay, he likes to swim. So my dear students, in these sentences, one thing is common. So can you find out what's common in all these sentences? Okay, so I'm going to give turn to, okay, Harman. I have unmuted you. Harman, I have unmuted you.
Yes,
Find out what's common. What's the common thing between all these? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Ma'am.
Hurry up. Try, hurry up.
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Okay, something is common in all these sentences. One thing is common in all these sentences. Can you find out? Can you find out what is that? Hurry up. Try to think. Hurry up. Try. Common means something जो सभी के अंदर है, सभी sentences में, which you find out in all sentences. Harman, you're not able? Pass? Okay. So I'm going to give turn to another. Okay. So I'm going to give turn to Kinjal. Kinjal, I have unmuted you.
Yes, ma'am.
Kinjal, I have unmuted you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you tell. Have you found out?
Ma'am, in the sentence, I go to the school to study and he goes. So, ma'am, this thing will not change.
In all sentences. In all these sentences, one thing is common. In all sentences. One thing is common in all. In all sentences. Hurry up. जो सभी के अंदर है, सभी sentences में एक जैसी है. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. You're not also able? That's not a good thing.
No, ma'am.
Okay, anyhow. Okay. So I'm going to give turn to Mehak. Mehak, would you like to give the answer to me?
Ma'am, yes.
Okay, that's great. Now,
Ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, I.
It's not I. I is not only in the one sentence. No. In all sentences is one thing. Okay, one preposition is there.
Is.
No.
Is.
No, it's not is. One preposition. So find out the preposition. I've just given you hint.
Ma'am, please.
I've just
Ma'am,
given-
please, that side.
Okay, this. I want to play games. Did you forget to bring your notebook? It's harmful to waste, expose food. Doctor advised me to
Two.
Yes, excellent, great. 2 plus
Excellent,
verb
ma'am.
1 is the common in all these sentences. Big clap for you, Mehak. It's great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good, bache. Keep it up. So, my dear students, in all these sentences, there's one thing that is common: 2 plus verb 1. Okay, for example, to play, to bring, to waste, to take, to swim. So, do you know what is this called in English grammar? So, this is called infinitives. So, our topic of the day is, second topic of the day is infinitives. Okay? Okay, so what is infinitive actually? So infinitive is a non-finite verb which does not change its form. Okay, so it is preceded by to. It is preceded by to. Look, we have to in all these sentences. Okay, one more thing that we have, that verb 1, that is base form of the verb. That's very simple. So infinitive consists of two words, that is 2 plus verb 1. I hope it is clear to you. So in exams or in the question paper, you can be asked to identify the infinitives. So what you will do, you will simply underline this: 2 plus play, to bring, to waste. So these are the infinitives. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So now one more thing. So to where do we use infinitives? कहाँ पे use होता है इसका? Okay, it's very simple. Pranjal, meeting over.